What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, BTC USD. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. It is the second day of October, and here we are at about 119.6K with 9.5 hours left in the day. Earlier today, at the very beginning, like the first hour of the day, we were talking about a move that would pull back, find support at this area here, 117, 115K, something like that. We also addressed the possibility that we could just keep going, and either way, whatever, perfect. We're still here. We're still climbing, and we love to see it. It's very normal to have volatility, but typically in these W patterns, once you break above the nipple right here, the center point, you don't stop. You really don't stop until you get above where the pattern started. And when I say above, I do mean above. So what's right above this here? Let's just see. If we take a high to a low, you can see we've got the golden ratio right here at this level. I would suspect that we don't stop there, but rather we probably go just above it, maybe all the way up to our 1886200 level. Bitcoin could very well, within the first week of October, be worth not just new all-time highs, but $128,000 or somewhere thereabouts. We got a lot of room to grow in a very short amount of time here, you guys. And then by the end of October, we have a lot higher prices. Okay, we're on a nonstop bullet train to the sky right now. I wouldn't be surprised if during the Token 2049 event we saw a little bit of volatility, something like that. Sometimes we pump leading up into these events and then we drop down afterwards. I don't know why. Yesterday I thought it was in Hong Kong. It's in Singapore. I knew it was in Singapore, but you see it Singapore, Dubai. They have the same event in different locations. So I thought, for some reason, I thought that was it. I don't know where I got that information from, but I was misled. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. But this starts on the 6th or the 7th, right? When is Token 2049? It says October. See this is wrong because it's not October 1st, October 2nd, right? It's actually, or is it going on right now? Is there just multiple in Singapore? So if we click on the tickets, it says 7th to 8th. October 7th and 8th. And that's for the Singapore tickets. Anyways, maybe it's going on right now as well. No, I think the dates are just wrong. Maybe they pushed it back. Anyways, I'm just saying perhaps we're pumping up into this conference, and then during the conference we might, sometimes during these big Bitcoin conferences, crypto conferences, we do see some volatility. Sometimes we pump through the roof because of the conference. Sometimes we pump going into it, and then we see a little volatility. But I wouldn't be surprised if the coming days we did continue to rally to new all-time highs. That's really what I'm trying to get to here, conference aside or not. If we're looking at this here on the 1 hour time frame, something else I want to say too, actually, before we get into the short-term stuff. Do you guys notice how we're just moving up like this, right? Non-stop, very nonchalant, just powerful movements upwards, right? Down here at the very low, our liquidation levels for Bitcoin, whenever we were on a 1 day period. So imagine whenever you're moving up, you're clearing out shorts. When you're moving down, you're clearing out longs, right? So down here, there were not a lot of longs. And typically that's how a bottom goes, right? There's less longs here, there's a lot of longs here, right? Max longs at the top, less longs at the bottom. Does that make sense? The amount of longs that were down here at the bottom were about 700 million longs, okay, in volume. 700 million, sorry, not 700 million longs, but 700 million in volume. The amount of shorts up here, would you think there's 700 million or even double that? No. There's dramatically more than that. There's 2.2 billion shorts. The amount of shorts, people are shorting right now at the top. And you guys, if I'm talking to the bears right now, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I get it. Whatever reasons you have, we're at prior areas of resistance back here. We look at the 1 hour time frame. Volume's dying off. We're moving up higher. We have bearish divergence on the RSI. I get it. Stop shorting. Stop it. Stop it. You and everybody else is shorting. You and your best friends, they're all shorting. And the reason why we know this is $2.2 billion, right? You keep shorting on the way up. Yeah, but there's more longs. I don't care. There can be more longs than shorts. If you keep shorting when momentum is to the upside, we're going to keep moving to the upside. And how do you know that this isn't spoofed data anyways? 7 days, there's a lot of volume whenever it comes to longs. Absolutely. Over the 30-day period, there's a ton. We're almost at 20 billion, which is pretty damn high. We're going to have a reckoning for the longs. We are going to have a moment where we correct. It's going to happen. But we're still going to move up afterwards, right? Stop shorting. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but stop shorting. That doesn't mean go long. Definitely don't long the top, but I don't know if we're at the top yet. I think that this move continues really nonstop until we're at new all-time highs. And then we might get some volatility. Then we pull back, we find support at this prior area of resistance, and then we continue to rally. Something like that. I don't know. Let's look at the short-term stuff, and then we'll zoom out. Again, in case you didn't pick up on what I'm saying here, this is ridiculous. There's $2.2 billion in shorts right now over the past 24 hours. Just the past 24 hours, let alone the past week. And we're literally at the highs. People are shorting this thing on the way up. That's what's happening. It's going to keep moving up. It's fuel to the fire. That's what it is. I mean, keep shorting. Do your thing. Send this thing higher. I'm fine with that. I'm just saying if you want to stop losing money, stop shorting. Yes, there's bearish divergence on the 1 hour, but hold up now. Because of what we've done over the last 5 minutes of me talking, 28 minutes left in this 1 hour candle, because of how high we are up now, I think we've gotten rid of that bearish divergence. Or if we close here or higher, we're going to get rid of it, because then we're going to be above this high. That was bearish divergence there, but it was minor bearish divergence, so we moved up. Stochastics look bullish. The MACD is actually about to cross back to the green effect. Bullish on all fronts, as far as I'm concerned. And if I'm wrong, who cares? Come down. Come down to about 117. Come down to 115, whatever. Drop a little bit, who cares? See some volatility. Shake out these longs. Pile on the shorts, you know they're ready. And then we'll continue to rally. Anybody who's watching the CME charts, the Bitcoin CME charts, and saying, well, we've got two gaps down here. We definitely have to go down. Yeah, okay, we can go down. You know, you had a gap here from the low to the high. You still moved up 7% from there. We got a gap right here from the low to the high. 7% is new all-time highs. If you want to wait for this gap to be filled until we're at new all-time highs, go for it. And at that point, there's no promise it gets filled. Typically, when Bitcoin's in these expansive runs, that's when the gaps don't get filled, right? Have you noticed that? Like here, it got filled inevitably, but you missed a lot of the upside. And then if you buy as soon as the gap fills, you've got to hold through a lot of boring stuff. You're missing a lot of exciting stuff here. When we go through these expansive phases, that's typically where these gaps that get left behind that don't ever get filled, that's where they happen. We're clearly, I believe right now it's clear that we're breaking out of this consolidation phase. We are in an expansive phase. So I'm not saying that this gap doesn't have to be filled, but I doubt that both of them get filled. I doubt this one gets filled down here. If you're waiting on this, if you think you have the secret keys to the kingdom, understand you're wrong, and that's okay. It's okay to be wrong, but it's not okay to stay wrong. The data's in front of you, right? It's like here. It's like here, actually. Hold on. It's like here. It's like whenever we were at the low, and I was saying, I think we'll move up. I said this exact move. I thought we'd move exactly up to here, and then we'd move lower, have our final flush out. I was wrong. I was wrong for this part right here, right? I was wrong for that part. Because then at the top, that's when I admitted that I was wrong. So I was wrong for that part there. But guess what? We called for a pullback, and we called for it to continue to run. I was wrong for this little section here, but I was right for everything else. I'm not trying to brag. That's not the point that I'm trying to make. I'm saying it's okay to be wrong for this little section here because you're waiting on the CME gap to fill. But if you hold to that, if you think this CME gap's going to fill and that's your secret sauce, your bread and butter, just like this poor sap did back here, or this poor sap did back here, or lo and behold, this one down here, or all the ones that are before that are at lower prices, if you think that any of these gaps are going to save you, they're not. And it's okay to be wrong for this little slice, but don't be wrong for the rest of it. There's a lot. You can be wrong. No shame. We're all going to be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be right again. Damn it. I'll probably be wrong today in some calls. I make 10 videos a day or more, normally. Sometimes less. It just depends. Okay? It's okay to be wrong. It's not okay to stay wrong. There's a lot more ahead. So bears, get it out of your system, man. Get it out of your system. If you think the CME gap's going to save you, oh, my guess is you're brand new to the crypto markets. My guess is that you're in your first cycle. This is your first bull market. If you think the CME gap's going to save you, my guess is that this is your first bull market. Or it's your second or third bull market and you've never made money in a bull market. I'm going to guess it's one of those two things. And if I'm right and you're listening to this, maybe listen to me. Stop it. Stop it. Okay? It ain't going to save you. Looking at Bitcoin here on the 4-hour time frame, the RSI is immaculate. It's beautiful. It's truly beautiful. I mean, this is what made me think we were going to come down to start the day, because as soon as I keep clicking in and out, as soon as you got rid of this bullish or bearish divergence, typically that's whenever Bitcoin does make its move down. Like all this right here, all these candles, this candle, that candle, that candle, you had bearish divergence presenting itself, and then this candle you got rid of it to open up the day. I thought then you'd come down, because typically that's what happens. As soon as you get rid of your bearish divergence, that's when you move down. But nope, you just kept moving up. Volume's decaying a little bit, but I don't care. Whatever. And maybe you do. Again, the longs are outweighing the shorts. Maybe you do come down. Whatever. Drop $2,000, drop $4,000 from here. You're still coming up. I don't care if by the time you guys are watching this video, we're down at $115,500. We've dropped about 4K. We're going to still continue to rally. We've got a lot of bullish things coming ahead, okay? 4-hour stochastics look great. The RSI looks great. And the MACD looks great. They're all extended a bit, yes. So a little cool off should be coming. But does that mean it has to happen right now? No, we could move up higher first. Let's actually look at this as far as like Fibonacci extensions go. Where are we on this path? This might help us. Probably will help us. Yeah, we got higher to go. We probably, before we consolidate it all, we probably go to about 120.5 to 122K, somewhere in that area. And then we consolidate. Then we'll probably pull back literally right to this spot at 118K, find support 117K, find support, and then move up higher. It's okay to backtest this for support. It's okay. And I would bet maybe not today, but tomorrow that's what we get. Maybe over the weekend, right? It's Thursday right now, so maybe over the weekend that's what we get. Anyways, daily time frame now. Things are just going to get more and more bullish here, you guys. The daily stochastics are overbought. Bullish. MACD is crossing back above the zero, building momentum. Bullish. RSI is about to get overbought. Bullish. All bullish things, guys. The last time that the RSI got overbought, now got in and out, that's not the reaction you want. Last time that it got overbought and didn't get in and out, we saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of growth, about a week. From the price that we were overbought, which would have been like right here, to the high, that was like a 10% growth. The time before that, we hadn't been overbought for a while. We finally got overbought on, was it on this day or the day before? It was on this day here. That was our overbought reading. We continued to grow. We didn't see any kind of sizable, significant consolidation until we grew like 20% over the next like couple of weeks. Bitcoin grows 10% or 20% from here, which would probably grow more because we're not even overbought yet. That's 130K to 143K. Okay, that's what's ahead. And when I say that's what's ahead, I mean within the next 2 weeks, by the halfway point of this month, let alone by the end of the month. So I don't care about the little whoop-de-doos between here and there. Whatever. We're going to move up. We're going to move up to these targets. We're going to move up faster than that. Okay. You look back and you see these moments where we're moving up, and we remember this quite fondly as if it was just some straight move up. But there were moments where it was boring for a week, week and a half. You know, there were moments where it was volatile. Here, we even feel like the past week has been straight up. But even here, there was a moment where we had some volatility here as well. We're going to have volatility on the way up. It's not just going to be a straight shot up, but when we look back at it, we'll feel like it was. Anyways, very bullish on Bitcoin. Nobody has business shorting. None of you do. You're like trying to catch a knife, but it's instead of the falling knife, it's a knife being thrown up in the air. You're trying to catch it. Don't catch it. Just let it, or you're trying to catch a bullet. I don't know. You're literally trying to catch a bullet here. Stay out of the way. Let it do its thing. Anybody and everybody who's listening to this video right now, I need you guys to understand one thing. If you have capital on the sidelines, like in your bank account, physical cash, you need to get it in the crypto markets right now. You need to get it in there right freaking now, man. The amount of money that you're going to make between now and the end of the year is going to be too insane for you to not. Oh, but I don't have any serious money. All I got's 100 left in the account. Put it in there. I need to buy groceries. I need rent. Okay, all right. Take care of yourself, obviously. Be an adult. Take care of yourself. But get your money in the markets, whatever you can afford. You're not going to regret it, and it's only going to help you around Christmas time and around spring break time. And then from then on, if you want to have fun, you want to do dumb things with your money, go for it. Cool. We all do dumb things with our money. But I hope that all of you who make money in the markets, because anyone involved right now is going to, as long as you have money in the markets, that's why I'm taking a special moment to make this message right here. As long as you have money in the markets right now, You're going to make money. Have fun with your money, but make sure you also set some aside for your future, for future investments, for the next bull cycle. Your funds are going to get ramped up. Take your profits, set them aside for like a year, for like 6 months. Wait for the bear market, wait for serious drops, then allocate back in, right? We're going to talk about that a lot more as the cycle goes on. I'll be very loud about what I'm doing with my money, and not what you should do with your money, but what I'm doing with my money. See, there's a difference. Anyways, Bitcoin's about to rally. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. We are rallying. What do I mean it's about to rally? You guys, genuinely, we're going to look back in a month or two. This week is the beginning. Just like whenever we were down here, we were saying this is going to be the week of that next move to new all-time highs. Well, we were right, but it was not as big. We were thinking we'd go to 140 or 150K by June or something like that, 180K by July. But no, it didn't. It wasn't as robust as we thought it would be. But this is the same kind of idea, where this week was the beginning week. This is the beginning of what is coming next, which will take us all the way up to about 180K by the end of this month, if not the very first week of November. I've got nothing else. Take care. Hit the like button. Bye-bye.